in Florianopolis.
In Sydney?
No, sorry. Did I say Sydney? Sorry.
Florianopolis in Sydney.
Florianopolis in Brazil.
Did you really?
Yeah.
With Japanese chefs?
I was a chef.
Wow.
I learned to, do sushi for many years and went to São Paulo to train with this very renowned sushi guy. Came back to Florianopolis and had a sushi place there. And I used to surf during the day and sushi during the night.
Magic.
Yeah, it was really good. Anyway, one day we were there sushing away, just making, good sushi, sashimis. And I hear this massive commotion. And but mind you, I was just a blue belt a white belt at the time. And I had this massive commotion in the front of the house, and so I ran in there because I was on the back making surgery. And there's this guy, drunk ass, saying that didn't want to pay his bill because he didn't order this, what. I said, man, what seems to be the problem? Oh, who are you? I said, no, I'm just trying to help. Just tell me what. I don't know who you are. Get out of my face. I don't want to talk to you. I'm talking to you. It's all right, man. I'm one of the owners here. Can I help you in any way? Oh, because you guys ripping me off and this. And I said, no, man, you eat that, dude. It's on your table. Still 1, 2, 3 plates still there. Nah, I'm not paying this and this. And then conversation goes on. He picks up a glass and to drink, and he gets the shits with the waitress and throws the glass, the liquid, all over the. And I came from behind him, and I just sank a deep, rear naked choke. And I'm more pumping more than he is. And he's like a big boy. He tries swinging me, and my legs are both ways. And I'm actually, how am I going to stop this guy? And then I just remember my sensei, he just has this little image on the top of your head going, hooks on. Put your hooks in. I want to put the hooks in. And I actually managed to put him down. Yeah. And then he passed out, and we actually calming down. By then the police was there. And we took him on. Yeah, that was another full on. Which one
so
more?
explain it to everyone, right? What actually happens in choke?
Different types of chokes, yeah. You have 2 different types of chokes in Jiu Jitsu. You have the blood-cutting choke, where it actually cuts your blood supply, to the arteries on the side of the neck. And then you have chokes that restrict your
breathing,
your windpipe here, so you hardly can breathe. Depends where you choke. So if you choke on the side of your neck, you probably restrict the flow, blood flow to your brain. And then there's the real, air choke, airways choke. But it's funny you say that, because till this day, man, you go to competition and you get really bad referees. They don't know the difference. So what they do, when you choke somebody where it's blood choke, there's no obstruction whatsoever, right? Yeah. Some people go, you're choking because you blocked. The traditional choke you learn when you go to a CPR course or to a first aid course, you learn that if somebody's choking, you put them on the side, bang, and push them on, grab from behind, and to try to get that thing that's lodged in the throat out. But when you have a blood choke,
you wouldn't know.
There is nothing blocking. So it's pointless to put the guy on the side. It's pointless to squeeze the guy. You're actually doing worse. What you have to do is flat the guy down and lift his legs up, because all the blood rushes back to the brain. Yeah. So you still go to comps these days, and the guy is choking out spasming, and somebody's trying to actually revive him with a side choke.
But he just needs blood in his head.
He just needs blood in his head.
So that means, sorry to interrupt, but so that whole, going back to the original story of...
Is that 3.5 minutes ago or 2?
That come from Japan.
But going back to, because you learnt the skills properly.
It's a boy, hang on.
It's a boy.
Second. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Because you learnt the skills properly, you can distinguish between the 2 different chokes.
It took me years to learn that too.
So it would be the same for referees.
Yeah. But that's the thing. To be a referee, you expect the guys to know the rules. Yeah. And they do go these days, so they say that they go through all, like me, I'm going to Melbourne in 2 months' time to do a referee course, so I can actually be entitled to get eligible to get my 3rd stripe on my belt. And so they are making it more and more way harder for you to get your accreditation, you know, which is good. But somehow, if you go to some comps, some referees, they just don't know.
Right.
And it's funny because I'm sitting on the side going, just lift his legs.
Yeah.
And he's
That would
like,
actually
what?
be quite scary for the competitor.
Have you ever seen somebody passing out in front of you?
No, never.
No? Do you want to?
No.
Yeah, I do. Right now. Aaron Brunner, you ready? Monster trucks and choking out. Let's go. You know what? I had a strange thing happen to me a few weeks ago. I was eating a sandwich, right? Eating a sandwich, and I always
an air choke or a blood choke?
It's a blood choke.
No, it's not. It's an air choke.
No, but here's the thing. I always stress out if the phone rings and I'm start to eat and I'm in work mode. I'm like, oh my god, I've got to answer the phone. Got to, it's a real problem of mine actually. Right? I quickly swallowed my food, and for the first time in my life, it was like the feeling that the food went down so fast that I actually cut off blood because it went. All of a sudden, I felt nothing in the back of my neck. Like it was just something happened, and then when it finally just went boom, it swallowed. I got a punch in the back of the head. Like the blood went bang into the back of my head, and I thought I'm gonna die. It was standing right down here at work. Like the food I tried to force down so fast, cut off my blood, and then when it finally did go through, it just really punched me in the back of the head.
That's like a medical abomination, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never
boy.
heard of that.
Yeah.
I
No, I
never
was
heard
just
of that
thinking
before.
because I've been choked before.
Here we go.
Like,
You mean like just you choking food?
No, I've actually been like.
No, be honest with us.
strangled.
That's all right. We can take it.
No, but
His name was Steve.
His name was Drew, actually.
Oh, all right, we're leaving. Bye.
No, but I was just thinking, like, if you were to die by strangulation, it would be a lot easier. Or it would be a lot less painful for the blood choke, wouldn't
Absolutely.
it? You wouldn't it? Yeah,
Yeah.
because you wouldn't notice.
you
Whereas
don't.
with the air choke,
Yeah.
you are gasping for
It's like you're
air.
drowning,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
So remember that, please. I would like to have the blood choke.
You got
It's
it.
true. It's true.
It's another Drew.
But look, it's funny you say that because if you see somebody about to get choked, it happened to one of our students. Let's not mention names, but it happened to one of our students in the last comp. He got caught in a blood choke, and like artery choke. He didn't even realize. Next thing you know, he woke up, and usually when they wake up, they go, they back like nothing happened. They just want to keep on fighting, like if they were right before they'd been choked. So that space in time, that space that been choked, it gets really wiped off their minds. It's just like they just go from here to here, like nothing happened. And with the air choke, you just feel it coming, and you go, "Oh, I can't do this anymore," and you tap. Yeah. But the blow choke, usually you just pass out. You know what I mean?
Right. Has it happened to you many times?
No, I've been. This is the thing. Back in the day, so you see how old school used to be. Back in the day, when you used to get a belt in my gym, you used to get choked out when you get your purple belt. Oh. The initiation is to be for you to be choked out. Stupid thing, but that was a tradition.
That's how the gym before the gym before the gym.
Exactly. Yeah. That's how I learned from my black belt, and he used to come to me. You have to go there, choke them out as well. Okay. You don't go against.
Well, your pants off. No.
So I would just go and choke these guys out, and the reactions are the most hilarious ones. I've seen people crawling up them, but no, please, no more, let me go. I've seen people wanting to sue that guy because he choked them out. Right. Yeah, it was full on, and so the good thing about that, like the Germans in the Second World War, you do bad things to people and you learn from it. So I've learned. Sorry, guys, if everyone is listening, I'm Jewish. I'm all against Nazis. Don't worry, it's all good. I can say these things because my family was in the Holocaust and all that stuff. Anyway,
really?
Yes.
Wow.
Is that right?
Yeah, my grandfather lost all his family in Poland. Yeah. My grandfather, she's the only survivor from his family to migrate to Brazil, and the whole family got burned inside a synagogue in Vaso. Yeah, so that was full on, man. Anyway, back to the good things.
Far out. How heavy.
Yeah, but yeah, and
By the way, Australians know nothing about that generally, isn't it?
yeah, it's true.
We are
Isn't it funny?
very
We have-
ignorant.
Yeah, it's true.
We don't know many Jewish
Yeah.
people at all.
Yeah.
You know,
Although
in
we
Sydney
do have
and in Bondi,
there's a lot
yeah.
of a lot of Jewish people in Sydney,
But not in Queensland.
Yeah, well, why would they come to Queensland, man? It's just such a good place to be. There's nothing for them to do here.
Yes, probably, you're right.
And the thing is, by choking all these people out, I've learned. I master it, man. I'll be honest with you. I would get somebody and start choking him out. I could actually, by their breathing, see when they're about to go. And then they start making this really funny noise. And they just pass out. Some of them foam in the mouth, some don't. But it's just how your body reacts to it. The thing is, you gotta let it go quick. Once they're gone, you gotta let it go because it's gonna take them 1, 2, 3 seconds to come back. So, see, I'm not proud of these things, but something that I've done taught me a lot. And today when I see a student of mine in trouble, I can recognize that way before he is in trouble.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if there's something good that come out of all of this stupid practice that we used to do,
But
was
that's
that.
important.
Yeah.
I think that's
Oh,
really
yeah.
important.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Isn't
Yeah.
it? But because, well, like, if something did happen and you didn't have the experience to stop it before
Absolutely.
it got
Dangerous.
fatal,
Very dangerous.
it's,
Yeah.
and, it's like grounds to sue for
Absolutely,
negligence.
yeah. And this is the thing that actually made everyone, like, I stopped doing that many years ago, and my black belt actually just said, we were I'm sure. Have you stopped, Paolo? I don't know. Have you? Give me a call. Let me know, man. Because I don't know. He's very old school with that. And it was a natural tradition in Brazil. Everyone used to do it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We have the corridor, the you call it the gauntlet or whatever you call it, when you actually, line up. You get your belt, we line up people both sides, and you actually walk through it, and you get whipped by everyone's belt, you know what I mean? And you go home, and your back is absolutely
Black
flames, you know what I mean? That's another tradition. That one hasn't gone yet. That's still on, so be ready, Drew.
In 8 years. Hey, but isn't it interesting that with all the science now and the popularity of UFC, that the science is only talking about how bad head strikes are, like being punched in the head,
Yeah.
how bad that is for you and your it's a clear link to what's it called?
Alzheimer's,
Alzheimer's.
Parkinson's,
Yeah,
and all that stuff.
but
yeah.
no one's going, oh my God, you can't choke anyone out.
Because
No one.
Yeah, because it doesn't matter how much we still do it. It's always like hasn't been a death by jiu-jitsu yet. You know.
Yeah,
what I
but
mean?
not even a proven
Look,
no one's saying, oh my God, you will get this because of.
I'm pretty
being choked
sure that some brain cells are killed in the process. You know what I mean? But I don't think that's something that it's actually nothing that marijuana or any other thing would do too.
Yeah.
And I think
But it's
classifiers as a drug there.
I would say the damage to the brain from loss of blood or loss of air is probably. Sorry, I'm just making this up, but just from my imagination, compared to the blows, because brain's like jelly, and if you just keep like smashing it, and it's like being smashed against your skull over and over and over again, I'm pretty sure that would cause
way more damage.
Well, it's
more
even
damaging,
proven with boxers the way they speak.
Yeah.
You know,
you see
I know
Muhammad
guys-
Ali is a typical example of all that.
I even know local guys who just they just all of a sudden just have that.
Yeah.
They're still intelligent.
Yeah, but
it's
something's
But
affected.
Something's
they have always
affecting their
known about
speech.
it though, because remember, like the word punch drunk has been around for decades, and it used to just be, it's an occupational hazard. He's a boxer, so he's got punch drunk. He's a punch drunk. But that's what it is, basically, isn't it? It's just now that they're giving it recognition as something that can,
There's a movie done about that. No, what's Collateral? No, it's a movie with Will Smith. He's actually talking about the how damaging all the hates from rugby players are.
Yeah.
It's on. It was on big screens not long ago. I can't remember the name. Anyway, yeah, that's exactly one of these South African doctors that came up with how damaging it doesn't matter. Even if you can't see it in the short term, in the long run,
Yeah.
actually